They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Giants had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Cook, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase,
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing on third down, Fields. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Treston Ebner, 31 yards. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Jones buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it? Not
good, and we saw the result. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Treston Ebner as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Jones. Left side, he's got Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is Brightwell. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go again with Brightwell. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He's got Bellinger. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. Touchdown! Wandale Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tackled by the safety, Bubba Bolden. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Pretty move. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all.
And now the rookie's free. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is Cook with a grab. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields able to find Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Again, Fields.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They snap it to Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Giants, 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ryan. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here's Ryan. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle there by Nick Cross. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Ready? Rock it. Hey, throw it. Hey, shelter. Hey, exit. Hey, Hayward.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They run it with Balaj. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it is 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These 2 teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Lawrence going to throw again. He'll get this to Coleman.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Lawrence will throw.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, check down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you are so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Again, it's Balaj. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Lawrence to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life where this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Quality coverage that time. The slowdown has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he'll find Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 14. And the Colts first down.
21!
Ryan will throw again. Forced out to his left. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown! Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jaguars 10. Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Colts 49, Jaguars 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go!
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Lawrence going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here we go, set. Score.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. A throw
on the money there to duel him. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
39.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. Jaguars 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Touchdown Colts. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Hey, Delta. Leo.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, go!
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Block it, opposite.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2.
They'll run here with Balaj.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Balaj. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, hold it. Hey, I said it.
Here's Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ross.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout, in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
The offense on third down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
He'll check this one down to Taylor. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, that's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Michael Pittman,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.